Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on simplifying ratios. We saw in earlier lessons how we can simplify fractions. In the same way, we can also simplify ratios. We just use the following rules. Number 1. For whole numbers, we divide each term by the HCF of all the numbers. That's the highest common factor. For fractions, we multiply each term by the LCM of all the denominators. That's the lowest common multiple. So let's have a look how these rules work. Simplify each of the following ratios. Number 1, 6 is to 10. The HCF of 6 and 10 is 2. That is, it's the highest number that divides evenly into both of those numbers. That's what we call the HCF. In this particular case, it's 2. So 6 is to 10 will be 6 divided by 2 is to 10 divided by 2. So that's going to be the simplified ratio. 6 divided by 2 is 3, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 6 is to 10 can be simplified to 3 is to 5. Number 2, 9 is to 15. The HCF of 9 and 15 is 3. So the highest number that will divide into 9 and 15 evenly is 3. So 9 is to 15 will be 9 divided by 3 is to 15 divided by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, 15 divided by 3 is 5. So 9 is to 15 is simplified down to 3 is to 5. 18 is to 42. The HCF of 18 and 42 is 6. That's the highest number that will divide into 18 and 42. So 18 is to 42 will be 18 divided by 6 is to 42 divided by 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 42 divided by 6 is 7. So 18 is to 42 is simplified down to 3 is to 7. Number 4, let's look at what happens with fractions. A half is to a third. Multiply each fraction by the LCM of 2 and 3. So what that is, the lowest number that those two numbers will divide into. That's what the LCM is. Okay? The lowest number. So the lowest number that 2 and 3 will divide into is 6. And that's why we multiply each fraction by 6. So a half is to a third will be a half times 6 is to a third times 6. A half times 6 is 3, and a third of times 6 is 2. So a half is to a third is simplified down to 3 is to 2. We can also do the same with mixed fractions. So if we want to simplify that ratio there, you look at the denominators and the LCM of 4 and 5. Now what's the lowest number that 4 and 5 will divide into? You should know this because a knowledge of tables will tell you that 20 is the LCM. Multiply each of the terms by 20. 3 1/4 by 20 is 65. 2 1/5 by 20 is 44. So that ratio can be simplified as 65 is to 44. Number 6. You can have 3 terms in a ratio. The HCF of 18, 27 and 45 is 9. That's the highest number that will divide into all of those evenly. So we divide each of the ratios by 9. 18 divided by 9 is 2. 27 divided by 9 is 3. 45 divided by 9 is 5. So that ratio there is simplified to this one. You can also have 3 fractions. 2/3 is to 4/5 to 3/4. The LCM of 3, 4 and 5, okay, is 60. That's the lowest number that all of those will divide into evenly. So you multiply each of these fractions by 60, there, there and there, and we get the answer of 40 is to 48 is to 45. And that's the simplified version of the ratio. So this video has introduced us to the idea of writing ratios in simplest form. Whether the ratios are in the form of whole numbers or fractions, we've set out some very clear rules.